Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I am Adam Irfan bin Hisham. I'm from group Rakan-rakan Masjid, and my group consists of 4 group members, which is Muhammad Taqiyuddin, Muhammad Daniel Hakim, Adam Irfan, which is me, Muhammad Amar Shahmi. And our group will be presenting about report of hazard in Mifa electrical and refrigeration for subject occupational safety and health management. Okay, this is me, Adam Irfan bin Hisham. This is Taqiyuddin. This is Muhammad Daniel, and this is Amar Shahmi, the handsome one.
And abstract. The report analyzes workplace safety and health, outlines assessment methods, present assessment result, and provide recommendations to improve safety and health. The objective to assess current safety levels and offer suggestions for improvement. Assessment methods include inspection, interviews, i- incidents, record examination, and risk analysis. The result reveal press, pressing issues. Recommendation include enhancing safety awareness through regular training and information sessions to reduce worker injury and risks, promote safety compliance. Next, introduction. Mifa Electrical and Refrigeration Company is company that supply all install of service aircon. The company has received a control to install a VRV system. The company has received a contract to install a VRV system on a building under development. This company has selected some worker who are skilled in the installation of VRV system, and they are involved in the project. Uh, this is a company organization chart. The managing director is Leonard Lee Yin Leong, an accountant, Grants Lee, admin, NG Zubelian, chief supervisor, Muksin bin Mokhtar, technical is Luis bin Michael, and Alan Angelo Francis. Activity and work process. Lift the ducted and hang it on the ceiling. Installing VRV pipe. Cut the VRV pipe. Press the ceiling. Econ pipe welding. And the last, use of scaffolding in the high place.
Objective: understanding workplace hazards. Employee must realize how workplace injury affect them and their loved ones. They should know that injuries and illness at work can be prevented through safety measures. Second, identifying common hazards. Workers often struggle with abstract concepts. To make it easier, they need practical example and explanation of workplace hazards. And the last one is reducing risk. Employees should connect hazard with safety measures like using protective gear, providing real-life example of hazard, and encouraging workers to think of ways to control these risks help them see how safety measures protect them from harm and prevent accident. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adam Irfan bin Hisham, and I will be presenting about method. Okay, method in the workplace. When it comes to identifying hazards, our primary arsenal consists of 3 methods. Namely, first method, we gather insights by closely observing the workplace while activities are in full swing. In the context of hazard identification, through the observation method, A dedicated observer meticulously oversee employees' tasks in real time and promptly identify and acknowledge any unsafe actions or condition as they occur. Next, method three, employ environmental monitoring as part of our hazard identification protocol in the workplace. We also identify hazard by evaluating the workplace environment, including lighting, air quality, temperature, noise, and more. A subpar environment can harm employee well-being and productivity. Next, method of risk assessment. HIRAC, or short for hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control, is a method to identify potential harm factors to employees and others. Risk assessment prioritizes risk, often using quantitative metrics where risk combines likelihood and severity. Risk. This is the formula. Risk equal to likelihood times severity. Likelihood is determined by the frequency of occurrences within a defined time period, for example, daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly, and is categorized into five levels. This is the likelihood table. The most likely result of hazard or events being realized. Rating is five. Next is possible, has a good chance of occurring, and it is not usual. Usual. Four. Rating four. Conceivable may occur in some time in the future. Rating three. Remote has not been known to occur many years. Two. Ratings two. Conceivable. It is practically impossible and has never occurred. Rating one. Severity is evaluated by considering the impact on human, property, or environmental factors resulting from incident or accidents. Severity levels can be categorized as shown in the table below. From the likelihood values and severity values, it can be concluded that the seriousness of the hazard in this quantitative metrics, there are three levels of seriousness. One, high stress level, value to 15 to 25. The degree of seriousness is so high that it can cause death or serious injuries, and it controls measures need to be done immediately. Second, medium stress level, value 5 to 12. The seriousness level is moderate, and the action of the hazard control measures need to be done immediately. Third, lower stress level, value from 1 to 4. The seriousness level is less serious, and the hazard control measures do not need to be done at a rapid rate. Metrics table 4.3 guides control measure prioritization based on risk assessment. High risk situation like kitchen fires rated 4 for likelihood and severity take precedence due to their potential for severe harm and property damage. Conversely, electrical fires rated 3 for both likelihood and severity holds a lower priority. See table 4.4 for hazard priorities. This is the example of risk assessment.
My name is Muhammad Daniel Hakim bin Hamdan. Next, result and discussion. Hazard is something that could harm us and when it actually causes a problem. It's called an incident. This measure how likely and how bad this problem can be. If a hazard can cause trouble, there's no risk. This show us how to probable bad things are, except for spills and fire. And the outcome is the harm from uncontrolled hazard. Next, safety hazard and health hazard. Ergonomic hazard is lifting heavy objects with an imperfect ladder position. The position of the ladder is very important in use. It can cause workers to fall and cause very critical injuries. Workers also lift heavy objects, and this is also workers falling and being crushed by heavy objects. The most critical health hazard
use of gases containing CFC. Are 11 contain chlorofluorocarbon, which is not good for the environment and can damage the ozone layer due to the depletion of the ozone layers. Allow allow more UVB rays to reach the Earth's surface. UVB radiation can damage human DNA. Next, the effectiveness. Yalah. Okay. Next, the effectiveness of the purpose to control measure safety and health hazard. To measure safety and health hazard to ensure the proposed control are effective. Organ- Organization to take a number of important steps. Here are some tests to measure the effectiveness of the purpose control. First, hazard identification and risk assessment hierarchy. The first step is to identify all potential hazard in the workplace and assess the risk associated with those hazards. This involves gathering data about the hazard, assessing the extent to which the hazard may affect worker safety and health, the assessing the extent to which the risks are acceptable. Second, setting safety and health targets. Once hazard have been identified and risk evaluated, the organization needs to set the clear safety goals. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart. This target will be the basis for measuring the effectiveness of the purpose control. This is our reference serum website reference, and this is our appendix. Okay, that's all. Thank you.